There you go like that. Yeah, like strawberry. Looking great, that, look there. Yeah, like I said, my name is Kirk Ramsden. I am from the north of England. This is why I speak the way I speak. You know, people usually get confused when I'm talking. They think I have like a disability. This is actually how I talk. It's cute. Thanks. Making me feel shy now. Careful number. You should. Careful. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. You too. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's 2025, right? We can vibe it. You know what I mean? What are you saying? No, I'm getting that look. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I get home, I'm going to get beaten with bamboo sticks. Being naughty. No. But thank you for that. Thank you. What's your name? Isabella. That is a nice name. Make some noise for Isabella. I'm thinking that I'm cute. That's it now. You know, my head's gone. Blown up. 8 months. What does 8 months mean? Lesbianism in 8 months. I wrote it down actually. You learn something new every day, right? What's your name, sir? You're like Florence Nightingale. You're like there and you're there. He like walks over. He's like, yes, it is me. Is your name Florence? Please tell me that your name is Florence. Oh, if you were called Florence, I would be very excited. What is your name? Zion. It's a bit different to Florence.
A little bit, yeah.
I'll take it. How did you get the name? Where are you from, Zion?
South Africa.
South Africa. And how did you get the name Zion?
I don't think my parents loved me.
Really?
Yeah.
You wasn't loved as a child?
Do you know another Zion?
I've never... You know a Zion? Make some noise if you know a Zion.
You know a fucking Zion, you don't know.
I know Zion. Yes, you're Zion. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Who is Zion? Do we have a Zion over here? Zion's there. Where is Zion? Make some noise if you know Zion.
Hey, nice.
Yes, you are the Zion. Which other Zion do you know?
Used to go to the open mic.
You were called Zion. There's a bit of a difference between Zion and Zion. Surely, even I know that, and I'm a legitimate. Bloody hell. Zion, that's a nice name. From South Africa. What brings you to Vietnam? You're pointing.
Right over there.
There she is. Very nice. And what's your name? Say again? That's just a sound.
I know everyone is saying that.
Nee, I've got, no, I'm joking, I know. Your name is Nee. And how long have you, I'm going to say Zion.
Yes.
Zion. You fucked me up now. Thanks. How long have you been with Zion? Zion Noto. Going on 5 years. What does that mean? 5 years. Is that heterosexualism? Guys, do you know that you're participating in heterosexualism?
Is that a good thing?
Is it a good thing? You know?
Yes.
Is it not? No, it's not. You heterosexualisms. Always around with your heterosexual sexing.
Always
With-
throwing out big numbers. We've been together 20 years.
Oh, it's kicking off in here now. That's why we've been together for 20 years. Is this your partner? Are you two together?
I don't know.
But you're a lesbian. Wait a minute. You were like 8 months as a lesbian, and like I'm getting lost here. Zion and Zion. What's going on here? You have fantastic hair, by the way.
Well, I took a shower yesterday.
I was just trying to change subjects. I got locked in. So no, you two are together, right?
Homies.
You're just homies.
He's my best friend. Stop.
He's your best friend, right? I've got it. So you two are together, right? That's what I asked. That I said. So how long have you been together? Let me guess. 8 months. Really? Bloody hell, that is quick. Not like these heterosexuals, you know, 20 years, 25. Oh, we've been together 50 years. We fucking hate each other. Yeah, that's what my family were like. And what's your name? Yeah. Oh, your name is Me. Good to meet you, Me. Oh.
Michelle.
Your name is. I wasn't expecting that. You were like from me to Michelle. It was
Her name is
similar.
also new.
Oh, your name is Nee. Nee. Alright, I'm trying, I'm practicing, yeah. Same. So you two have got the same name. That's confusing, isn't it? You know what I mean? It'll be like Nee.
Nee, not nee.
Alright, I get it. See what I mean?
Oh,
Every time I start speaking, I only said someone's name. I said it wrong. It's the wrong tone. And what's your name, sir? Say? Daniel. I like these names. Michelle and Daniel. Zion.
Nee.
No, this is you there. Honestly, man. Fucking hell, you're throwing me off big time here. Are you two together?
That's my sister.
Is it? I think it's time for your next comedian. Your sister, so you're related?
You should ask.
Maybe a silly question. She said, oh, so you're related? So how long have you been related for?
26 years?
8 months.
26 years. It's too heterosexual for me. 26 years. Right, guys, I'm going to bring your next comedian to the stage. He is all the way from San Francisco in America. Please make some noise for Damien Cole.
Don't rush me. First question.
I'm not Russian. I'm from California. I've lived in Saigon 9 years. So I'm American, but I'm transitioning. Yeah. So, I'm from Saigon, Chinnam. Yeah, you guys understand that? Okay. So I do a lot of different things, a lot of different jobs. And when I speak to Vietnamese people, I have to use a lot of body language, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm a writer. Right? Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I'm an actor. Right? You understand? Yeah. Okay. And then I'm like, I'm a comedian. And they're like, what? I tell jokes. Yin Bin Hai. That's not Yin Bin Hai. Yeah. What do you do?
I do nothing.
You do nothing. So can you make body language of what? Good. She did it. All right. Perfect. Exactly. What do you do? Okay. Can you make? Same like a writer. Okay. Engineers. I could do that. I'm in the wrong profession. I could have been making 50 grand a year like you. God damn. All right. And what do you do, sir? PhD. That's very vague. Clap. People are clapping. See, you type. Wow, I could have been a PhD. I would. That sounds like a good profession. Is that a profession? That's not a profession, is it?
Depends where you're from. Depends how you perceive it.
Very vague. Okay.
Too lazy to work.
He's too lazy to work. Lazy PhD people.
Eternity student.
So you don't have a job. You got a PhD and no job.
No, I'm doing.
You're still You still haven't answered the question, sir.
What was the question?
Jesus Christ, what a PhD guy. Must be psychology, I bet. Motherfucker, bro. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'll say a lot of swear words tonight. Don't worry, girl. Don't worry. I'll give a lot of swear words. Not like those soft guys, the two cream puffs over there, man. All right, so when I started doing comedy, I learned from older comedians that are like, okay, in the comedy you can't punch down. Like, I'm a white guy, you can't punch down. So I was like, well, I gotta punch up. Who do I punch up to? Jews. It gotta be Jews. So I got some Jew jokes. Any Jews here? Thank God. All right, I got one Jew. I'll do one Jew joke. Turn that camera off, ma'am. Jesus, I'm just trying to get killed out here tonight. Okay, one Jew joke. What's the difference between a Jew and Santa Claus? Santa Claus goes down the chimney. All right. So, I'm watching my back now. Sniper? No, okay. All right. So I used to have a big crush on this little woman, little person, a midget. It was a midget. Okay. I'm not weird. I had a crush on a midget. She was real nice. This midget. And she was grown. She wasn't grown, but she was a grown up. She was an adult. Okay. She was a grown up. She was grown. Okay. But you know, she was a hooker. She was a prostitute. You know, like a lady in the night. She was a midget hooker. I had the biggest crush on her. I drove taxi, pick her up from the hotel, take her back to the track, and her little hand would go over this little bush, like, hey, I was like, all right, pick her up. She was so cute. She'd get in. Hey, you going back to the track? Work? Okay, good. Driver. It would always be $8 from the hotel back to where the hookers work. We call it the hoe stroll. And she'd give me $5. I'd be like, girl, you're taking advantage of me. I know. One time I was like, girl, you know, I have a crush on you, but you're always a little short. Fair there. Yeah, so we started dating. So we actually started going out for a while now. And I was like, okay. I'm going to pop the question, right? So I got down on one knee, looked her right in the eye. Said, will you marry me? She said, yes. So, oh my God, my dream's coming true. So we moved in together. But man, it was rough. She started getting mean. We argued over the little things, you know? She was getting short with me all the time. Yeah, it was a short relationship. Yeah. We finally broke up, man. Sad, man. It's okay. I'm on to bigger and better things. All right, so I teach English here in Saigon. Anybody ever got forced to take English classes with like a shitty English teacher? Raise your hand. Vietnamese people. Yeah, that was me. Sorry about that. That's why you have no job, man. Yeah, sorry, my fault. So my first day at school, I applied for the job. I was like, I don't have any experience. They're like, it doesn't matter. Go to work. And I just walked into the school. It was like a high school, Vietnamese high school in District 1. I was just so scared. I was like, oh my God, 58 kids in a class. I'm like, shit, what do I do? And I walked to them on like the teacher stage, and I'm like, hello class, I'm your English teacher. And then one kid saved me. He's like, don't worry teacher, I'll help you. He ran up to the front, jumped on stage with me. I was like, oh, what's your name, sir? Ice Cream. Ice Cream. Who gave you that name? My parents. I was like, okay, that's a cool name, Ice Cream. And I was like, so you're gonna speak some English? He's like, yeah, I'll do my ABCs. So like, okay, this is 11th grade, but sure, we'll see what you got, Ice Cream. He's like, asshole, bitch, cunt. I'm like, Ice Cream. Good pronunciation. That was real nice. He's like, dick, fuck, goddammit. I was like, Ice Cream. You forgot the letter E. But that's a tough one. Who knows a swear word that starts with E? Nobody, right? And then he's just like, whore, 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 whore. I'm like, Ice Cream, get out of here. Kicked him. And my teacher instinct kicked in. I'm like, ice cream. Horse starts with a W. So that was my first day teaching English. I lost that job. I don't know why. Assholes. Yeah, so any Vietnamese people in the house tonight? Make some noise, y'all. Y'all are quiet people, okay. I'm learning Vietnamese. I'm Hoc Tinh Viet, Moi Nay. And the way I practice is I go to like 7-Eleven and I talk to the cashier. So the other day I'm going to buy some cigarettes at 7-Eleven, and I brought like Marlboro Reds for the, so they're like expensive, like $1, 33,000, right? It was so expensive. And I walked up, I'm like, she's looking down, so I was like, Marlboro doll. And she's like, okay, buy when we buy. And she looked up. I'm sorry, 33,000. I said, okay, I know Bob when we bought this, I know that. And I looked in my wallet, I had 44,000. So I was like, oh, give me that 100 back here. Here's 44. Here. You want boom boom? She looked at me, I looked at her, we laughed. It was the first time a white guy asked a Vietnamese girl she wanted boom boom, right? And then she pegged me in the back room. It was fucking awesome. That's how I learned English, yeah. You guys like coffee? You got coffee drinkers? Coffee? This is fucking Vietnam. You guys drink coffee or what? How many cups you had today? Jesus Christ, come on. All right, so I went to my favorite coffee shop the other day, Circle K. It's fucking delicious coffee there. Went to Circle K and I ordered my regular Cafe Suda, right? And I was like, Cafe Suda, please. And they're like, oh, coffee with milk? I'm like, yeah. No one ever lets me practice. Like, they want to speak English to me. I'm speaking English. It's very weird. Very weird. So, and she's like, sorry, we're out of sweet milk. Do you want breast milk? I was like, what? Have breast milk at Circle K? I was like, yes, breast milk, please. Turns out she said fresh milk. Oh, damn it. But it also turns out that is breast milk from a cow. All right, let's see what else we got. All right. There's so many Vietnamese people here. I'm going to do a bilingual joke. I'm going to try this. I got a new Vietnamese teacher over there. You can rate me. Okay. How does the president clean the White House? How does the president clean the White House? Barack Obama. Barack Obama. How's my pronunciation? No, she didn't even laugh. She didn't get it. All right. Borak means take out the trash. So. Okay, so one more. When I first moved to Vietnam, I'm a white guy. Everyone's like, you're rich. Oh, you're rich. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm rich. Yeah. And then they see me. I get on my motorbike, old motorbike. And the motorbike starts like, nui, meow. Okay. Yes. My pronunciation, did you get it? You didn't get it. She got it. Yeah, I don't care. 1, 2 people got it. That's good enough. All right. So I'm trying to quit smoking. Hard. Any smokers in the house? So I went to see a specialist to quit smoking, right? Vietnamese guy, right? He's also my Grab driver, but he's a very busy man. I got my appointment. I was talking to him. He's like, Damien, instead of smoking the cigarette, shove it up your ass. Like, what? It's brilliant, doctor. I'm going to try that. So I've been doing it. It worked for a little while. It was like jogging, like I could wake up in the morning, not feel like sluggish. It was good. But I just had one problem. 5 packs a day. Fucking, I'm gonna quit cigars tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun one. Yeah. I got more time? 1 minute? Okay. What else? We'll hear more Jew jokes? Yeah? Alright, fuck it. No Jews here. Okay. What's Hitler's favorite game? Guess who? Sorry. The roof is I might get hit by lightning. Alright, last one. What's the difference between a Jew and an extra large pizza? Extra large pizzas isn't screaming, you put them in the oven. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm done.
You just called me up there on a Jew joke. Yeah, thanks for that. Make some noise for Damien Cole, everyone. Coolest comic in Saigon. I wish I were that cool. If I came in dressed like that, with my hat on backwards and a shirt like that, you'd look at me and think, prick. Right. What is this dickhead doing? Right, guys, we're going to keep it rolling now. We've got a special guest dropping in from the UK. Please, guys, make some noise for Mike Sayers.
Hello. Ho Chi Minh City, how are we doing? Nice. You've got a beautiful country here. Like, how many Vietnamese people are in the crowd tonight? No one? Okay. That's not you Vietnamese? Like, is it always... Oh, you guys are Vietnamese. Is it always this hot here? Yeah. How the fuck do you guys live here? It is so hot here, man. I know it's too hot here. So I went to visit, I was in Hanoi, and I went to visit Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum, who I believe for legal reasons I'm meant to say is the greatest leader of the 21st century. And I went into Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum, and his mausoleum was air conditioned. Okay? The guy's been dead for 50 years, and they've air conditioned his flat, man. That's crazy. It's wild. This is like a beautiful country to be in, man. Like, I'm from a place in Manchester called New Moston, Manchester. Has anyone heard of New Moston, Manchester before? No, that's okay. That's okay. So I've got a theory going that you can judge most places based off its first 5 Google images. Okay, so like you Google Vietnam, generally it's like beautiful forest. It's very beautiful. Where are you from? Sorry, Denmark. You Google Denmark, it's beautiful. It's just full of happy people smiling on rivers. What happens when you Google New Moston, Manchester is the first 5 images include police cordons. Okay, that's honestly, people said to me like, isn't that really bad? You live in a place which is so violent and so horrible. And I'm like, honestly, don't worry about it, because trust me, 5 police cordons is much, much better than 1 James Corden. That's what I mean, man. Like, I could do that joke anywhere, and anyone's just like, yeah. Like, I was doing the Edinburgh Fringe last year. Okay, you see how far I've fallen over the years, man. Like, but I was doing the Edinburgh Fringe, and there was like a group from Mexico in, and they were like, yeah, that guy's a prick, isn't he, man? Like, I've never met someone in James Corden who is so despised on an international scale. Like, he's the Israel of TV personalities. Cool. There's going to be some more of them, I think, as we go along this bit. But that's cool, man. Like, this is nice, though. Like, I had some bad news recently. Both my grandparents passed away recently. Yeah, I'm going to lower the tone of this gig as far as I want to. And it's quite sad whenever someone you love passes away. And whenever someone you love passes away, you go through something called the 5 stages of grief. Okay? And those 5 stages are anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and finally you get to acceptance. So I'm not going to lie, I got stuck in those middle sections for a little bit. It was quite a hard thing for me to come to terms with, until I learned there's a secret hidden sixth stage to the grief process, called inheritance. Well, you guys think I'm travelling here through hard work? Nah, man. I mean, I liked my grandparents, but like, not that much. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is, like, it turns out you very much can put a price on human life. And if you're careful, that price can be completely tax-free. I don't know what the tax laws are in Vietnam around inheritance, so I don't know if that joke works as well. I'm guessing not. That's cool, man. But like, I need the money. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not a billionaire, obviously. And like, I'm looking around here, and you guys seem nice, but there's no billionaires in this room. Right? I can say that for sure, man. Do you know who is a billionaire? Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift's a billionaire, and I didn't expect that to be the case, and she is. And like, any Taylor Swift fans in the crowd? Oh, you're a Taylor Swift fan? You're a Taylor Swift fan?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I don't mind Taylor. Like, it's not for me. Like, I honestly don't mind it. Like, it's fine. The one thing I object to with Taylor Swift is what they call the Taylor Swift fan base. Does anyone know what they call the Taylor Swift fan base?
Swifties.
They call them Swifties. That's spot on. Now, that's a huge problem for me because I went to a high school in the north of England, and a Swiftie was what we call getting a hand job. So honestly, like, most of my past few years has been a very confusing state reading articles going, really? No, I think you must be reading that wrong. Wait, you trying to tell me there's 25,000 Swifties just walking around New York, man? So that's what the song "Shake It Off" really means. Oh! Joke number one, landed. No, I'm only half British though. I'm actually, well anyway, let's see, would you like to guess what other ethnicity I am? That sounds like a no, but I don't really give a shit at this point, so we're going to guess. Would you like to guess what is ethnicity? By the way, I was doing this during the Fringe and someone said Chinese, so there are no wrong answers to this, if I'm being honest. South African, no. Nigerian, no. Okay, interesting. Anyone else like one more guess?
Jew, Romanian.
Jew? I don't think that is an ethnicity. Where are you from, my man? Don't say Israel. Like, don't do that.
Undisclosed.
Oh, you're not from, where are you from, man?
Texas.
Oh, I get the racism now. I mean, it's total sense, man. I totally sense. No, I'm actually half Ukrainian. You see, 3 years ago, massive round of applause for saying that. We've fallen down the conflict scale somewhat, man. To be honest, I call it Ukraine, but Vladimir Putin, he calls it my crane. To be honest, that's the best joke of the set. So that's not the one. We are in trouble, man. But it's crazy because, like, I often, like, in the Western world anyway, I don't know what it's like out here, but in the Western world things are quite dangerous at the minute. There's always like fear that war is going to kick off more, and things are quite dangerous, and especially in Ukraine at the minute. I learned that in Ukraine, it was similar to what happened in the US during their wars. If you get drafted into a war, they usually have a war lottery. So basically, like, they pick dates, and then they pull the names out on TV, and if you get called out, you go to war. And that's no problem for me, because I've never won the lottery before. So, like, I'm going to be safe. There's no issues with that whatsoever. But to be honest, like, if we in the West went to war, man, like, we'd be in trouble. Like, because our generation isn't surviving a war. I reckon Texas over here, you'd do all right in a war, no? Okay, maybe not with the hairline, but I think, like, you could do all right in a war, but with my generation of people in England is not going to survive a war, man. There's absolutely no chance that is going to happen. So picture the scene. Like, I can imagine being in the trenches with my mate. I can honestly picture being there, and at least 25% of my mates, they're going to leave, man. They're going to be in the trench and they're going to bring the rations out, and 25% of my mates are going to go, is there a vegetarian option? We don't stand a chance fighting that, man. Like, honestly, I know quite a lot of my friends are going to, like, leave and they're going to run away because the boots aren't organic. Now, fuck Saving Private Ryan. Save the poor animals who made this uniform. Good. We've got 2 minutes left. This is a joke I know is not going to work here. But I really like this joke. So, yeah, do what you want. Do a Jew joke. Yeah, it did. I don't have any Jew jokes, man. Sorry. The Jews are alright, aren't they? I think. Can you say that? Israel, thumbs up? No, is that? I don't know what it's like over him. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I've got no Jew jokes. Larry David's great, cool. I heart Israel. But no, I'm 32 now. Nice. Actually, no, I'm not going to do this joke. Actually, I'm going to do a different joke. I've got a partner.
Whoa!
I'll count that as an applause break. A hard-won applause break. We've been together 10 years now. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. We've actually been together longer than 10 years. I've just stopped counting at this point. She's actually just over there in the corner. Yeah. She hates people looking at her. She can be a bit of a bitch sometimes. So I'm like, now's the time for revenge, man. Like, is anyone else a couple here? Are you a couple, or you two a couple? And how long have you been going out together? 8 years. Okay, nice. And you argue, right?
Say?
Do you argue?
Argue? Always.
Yeah, see, that's the answer. I like that answer, man, because we argue 15 times a day, man. Like, you've got to argue. It's healthy to argue with other people, but like sometimes it goes a bit far. Because like I was like one day I woke up with Sophie Face, my partner's name. She was a bit like angry with me. I didn't really understand why. Okay, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm like, "You go to the shop?" Oh, yeah, I go to the shop. So I go to do the shopping. All good, okay. And then I come back and she's like a bit in a mood with me. And I'm like, I don't know what I've done wrong. What is it I've done wrong here? And she's like, can you just take the car to get washed? I'm like, yeah, no worries, I'll take the car to get washed. I come back, she's still like quite angry at me. I'm like, no, I've got to draw the line here. Like, why are you so angry with me? Like, what's happened? What have I done to annoy you so much? And she goes to me, to be honest, you've not done anything wrong. Sometimes I just look at you and you just piss me off. Like, I can't believe it took me 10 years to find my partner's red flag. And that red flag is me being alive. Alright, you've been nice. Have a nice evening. Good night. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Make some noise one more time for Mike Sears. Came all the way from England to just drop his set. I'm really glad he didn't invite me on stage after a Jew joke. Thanks, David. Right, guys, we're going to bring your last comedian to the stage. He's also a special guest. He's traveling here. So make some noise for Ibo.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Before I start my set, I would like to address a couple of things since it is my second time in Saigon. Yeah? And you heard I said Saigon and not Ho Chi Minh City, because you guys get very judgy if somebody calls it Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, exactly. And you guys are judgy around here as well. There are a couple of things you get very judgy about. One thing you get judgy about is how much people pay for banh mi. Yeah, I paid 150,000 for a banh mi last week. Exactly my point. You're like, oh my God, I know. And you all have the same answer. I know somewhere where it's cheaper. And there's always this story. I have this lady. She has one eye, one arm, 2 legs, and it's 10,000. I was like, I paid $1 million to see her make that banh mi. How is she making it with one hand? And you guys get judgy as well, depending on where people live, in which district as well. Yeah, is it Tao Tien? Is it District 1? But everybody agrees District 4. When I say District 4, everybody says, that's where the crime used to be. What should I do with that information? Is there crime right now? That's what I need to know. That's where the banh mi lady lost her eye, maybe. I don't know. What the fuck? Anyway, that was my observation from the city since I arrived. Yeah? Okay, he will make. Just give him a second. Thank you very much. So, I have a question. Anyone here has parents that are divorced? Please, hands up. Parents that are divorced? No one? You lucky bastards. Really? Just you and you over there. Okay. Sure. From the two of you, who knows the reason why they are divorced? Do you know? You don't know. You don't know. You do? Oh, drinking. That's the reason. That could be a good reason. The thing is, I don't know either, right? But let's be honest. You know. Because I love my parents, both of them, but one of them is just a better human being. Let's be honest. Look, to be honest, let's be honest, we know. Because if I was hungry at home and there was one plate of food, my mom would look at me and say, my son, here it is for you, eat, and she will not. My dad, on the other side, he will say, how hungry are you really? Are you bored maybe? And at the end, he will still give me half of it. That's it. That's why I knew he fucked up. But I'm a little bit hard on him because my dad really didn't have a dad growing up. Because my granddad had 37 children. I'm not joking. My granddad was fucking, yes, 37 children. The thing is, these are so many people. When we're having, a family gathering, we need buses to get there. It's just too many people. And if I want to date a dark-skinned girl on a first date, I have to do a DNA test, just in case we're not related. It's just too... But my granddad, he was very funny. The thing is, he passed away at the age of 80, having his last child at 78. That poor woman, I know, 78. But he passed away at something called broken heart syndrome, which means you get bad news, and you lose your will to live. Until we found out what the news was. The doctor told him, you cannot have any kids anymore. He's like, I'm done. Fuck it. Some of you like that joke, some of you didn't. You know who loved that joke? My granddad. I swear, that dude was funny as hell, Over 100 grandchildren, and he told me I was one of his favorites, right? So I came to visit him. He's like, you know what? I really like you. I was like, oh, that's nice, Grandpa. And he's like, now go away, little Jimbo. I was like, who is Jimbo? He's losing his mind. You know who Jimbo is? That little child from the UNICEF ad. You know that one that asked you for a food donation? That's how my granddad used to talk me, so you can laugh at him. Yeah, that was my granddad. And then that's the thing, because of him and my dad, I realized, I have some issue. That's why I went to therapy. Anyone here who has been to therapy, please hand up. Some people have, more people should. Yeah, that's good. There's one thing I learned in therapy that was very important, and that was the biggest lesson. That is, you don't owe anything to anyone. So to whoever I owe money at this point, fuck you. This is called growth, that's what it is. But I went to therapy because I get very anxious when people ask me where I'm from. Because it is not as straightforward as you might think, right? Like I said, I was born in Senegal. However, my dad is half Senegalese and half French. Any French people in here? Of course not, it's a comedy show. What should we do? I know. Vietnamese people and French people, I know. And you know what's the number one sports in France? Complaining. They just love to complain. And what does my dad complain about? Foreigners in France. My mom is half Portuguese and half from Cape Verde. And looking at your faces right now, you don't know where the fuck Cape Verde is. Exactly. That's why I don't tell people. And to add to the whole confusion, ich spreche noch fließend Deutsch, weil ich in Deutschland groß geworden bin. That was German for you because I grew up in Germany. Exactly. Because of your faces, I don't tell anyone where I'm from. Because nobody fucking believes me. And then some people are thinking, but you have all of those passports? Yes, I do. But because of my face, they think it's fake. I get to the airport, they're like, what the fuck is this? With all of those passports, when I get to the airport, it's just like that case that they train for in training, but think it's never gonna happen. And then they're like, Habibi, come, look at him, it's here. The thing is, I told my therapist, what should I do? You know what she told me? Just lie. Yeah, she's not good. My therapist is not good. She's horrible. But I did. I lied about where I'm from because I was tired, but I got caught. I used to tell people that I'm American because depending on how I look and how I talk, people might believe it. So I was at this party, so I met this dude. He's like, where are you from? I was like, I'm from the US. He looks at me and said, fuck yeah! Calm down, man, that was too loud. He's like, which state are you from? I panicked. The reason why I panicked is I learned English. English is my fourth language. I learned English watching German TV with English subtitles. Exactly. That means a lot of words I've read but never heard. So when he told me where I was from, I looked at him and said, Maisa Sai Pai. He's like, the fuck did you just say? Maisa, do you mean Mississippi? Motherfucker, like, oh shit. Why is it spelled like this? I went back to my therapist, like, that was terrible advice. She's like, yeah, but at least they didn't call you Jimbo. I was like, yeah, that's good. That's fuck it. And then she's like, you know what? Have you tried sage? Do you know what sage is? This is this thing that you burn to get rid of spirits and bad energy. I am the problem. If I burn sage, I will pass out. That doesn't work. And she's like, okay, have you tried crystals? I was like, do you mean crack? She's like, no, crystals, those stones. I was like, bitch, do you need a therapist? What is this nonsense? I fired her. That was it. That was the last time I saw her. Fuck it. Okay. I actually have a closing story, but I'm going to bring it over. Currently, have you all watched the new P. Diddy documentary? Some of you do, some of you don't. Who doesn't know who P. Diddy is? Because that's very important. Who doesn't know who P. Diddy is? Everybody knows who P. Diddy is. No, you don't? Okay. She doesn't know, you don't know. Okay, I'll explain it to you. No need to. I'll do it. That's my job. P. Diddy was back in the 90s and 2000s, one of the biggest stars in the world. He was a music producer, then a singer, a rapper. He was worth $1 billion not so long ago. But he did a lot of fucked up shit, and he is in prison for a good reason, which is good. And he was very famous as well for organizing sex parties, right? And when they raided his house, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his house. I don't know if you heard me, I said 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Every normal human being will say, fuck, that's a lot of bottle of baby oil. You know what I said? Fuck, I cannot buy baby oil anymore without looking like a pervert. Because I've been using baby oil for 15 years for my skin, and it's been working. And now when I go to the store, I get judged by this lady at the counter. It reminds me when you used to be young and have to buy condoms. You cannot just buy condoms. You look like a pervert. You can't. You need to buy other things just to mask it. Yeah? You buy a lighter. You don't even smoke. Like, you buy a postcard. You cannot even read. You're just like, get in. You give it to her, and she still looks at you like, I know what you're doing. It's like, fuck. But I need my baby oil, so what do? I'm smart. Every time I go, 1 bottle of baby oil, 1 pack of diapers. Because they think it's for a baby, right? It worked too well. It worked. I have 10 packs of diapers at home. Maybe I'm a pervert after all. It's just like this. Just fucked. Second time I was like, this has to work now. So I took my godchild with me. My godchild is beautiful. Young child, I took my godchild with me. The problem is my godchild is white. Has blue eyes and blonde hair. When I got to the counter, the lady looked at me like, sir, whose baby is this? And called the police. So you could say that P. Diddy ruined my life too. Not like that, chill. Not like that, chill. I will leave you with this story. So, I was lucky to travel a lot, and whenever I travel to a country, I like to connect a little bit with the culture. And last year I was in Bali over the summer, and I went, ooh, somebody likes Bali. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I like that. And I went and visited a temple. And when I was visiting the temple, they talked to me about reincarnation. And the idea was foreign to me. I never thought about that. So, I went back home at night, and after visiting the temple, I was at home and I was watching an animal documentary, and they was talking about how lions have 50 times sex a day during mating season. I don't know if you heard me, I said 50 times a day during mating season. That's a lot. So I'm alone at home. It's 10 p.m., it's dark. I'm watching at the TV, and it's just me and the TV. And somehow, the lion is looking straight through me. And it's weird. I'm looking at the TV, and the lion is staring at me. I'm looking back, and the lion is looking at me, and the lion says, "Little Jimbo, is that you?" And I was like, "Grandpa, even if the afterlife, he's still doing it." Thank you very much. That was my time. Back to your host.
Make some noise, guys. Absolutely fantastic. It's been a blast. Right, guys, that's all we've got for you tonight. But give yourself a round of applause because you've all been absolutely fantastic. Make some noise for yourself. Yeah, Isabella calling me cute. We had the family members here. 8 months. 8 months. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, make some noise for Rainbow Photography. Yeah. You want to get your photos down with them, guys? That were absolutely fantastic. You want to say something to me? Ron? Oh, this is your... Make some... Yes. That were a long message. Yeah. It was, wasn't it? And you kind of spat in my ear as well. Yeah, the owner, Trimes, just said that 10% off at the bar on drinks until now, until they close. So get your drinks in, you get 10% off. Alright guys, I'm going to bring your comedians to the stage. We're going to take some photos. So make some noise for all your comedians tonight. They did absolutely fantastic. They were a great night. Oh.